Okay, welcome then to this lesson on rationalizing surds. If you haven't watched the previous 3 videos we've done on surds, I would watch those first before this. The links to the videos are in the description below. Okay, so the motivation for rationalizing fractions containing surds is that it's bad style to have fractions that look like this, for example, right? Having a surd in the denominator is not good. And in fact, if you type this fraction into your calculator, your scientific calculator, and push equals, it probably will do this for you. It'll probably put back on the screen 5 root 2 over 2. All right, it'll get rid of this surd from the denominator and rationalize the fraction. And our aim, okay, is to do the same, but without using the calculator. So here's the examples. So maybe pause the video, write these down, come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back then. Now this one is what I showed you before. You may put this into your calculator already. But to get rid of the surd from the denominator, the trick you can use is to multiply it by itself. Because we should know by now, shouldn't we, that root 2 times root 2 is root 4. But root 4 is 2. Remember, if you square a surd, times it by itself, the square root goes away. Okay? Remember though, because it's going to be equivalent fraction, you must multiply the top as well by the same thing. So 5 times root 2, remember, it's just 5 root 2. That's why the answer is so. Okay? Part B now. This time you times top and bottom by root 5. So root 5 times root 5 is root 25. Top as well, sorry. All right. Root 5. Root 25 is just 5. So the surd's gone. And then on top, you're going to get 40 root 5. And be careful here, okay? Because this fraction can be simplified further. Because 4d divided by 5 is 8. So the best answer here, okay, is 8 root 5. And it'll often be a common factor. You can cancel off top and bottom. Look out for that, okay? This one, I'm going to start skipping my arrows now, okay? Top and bottom this time by root 6. Root 6 times root 6 is root 36, which is just 6. And on top, you get 24 root 6. Again, look, 24 and 6. We've got a common factor of 6. So 24 divided by 6 is just 4. This is 4 root 6. And this one here, top and bottom by root 12. So on the bottom, you're going to get 12 because root 12 times root 12 is root 144, which is just 12. And on top, then you're going to get 72 root 12. Here, 72 divided by 12 is 6. So you're going to get 6 root 12. Now notice in the previous examples, see, root 2, dead. Root 5, dead. Root 6, dead. Root 12 is alive. Remember, root 12 can be simplified down because, I'll do it at the top here, remember, 12's got a square number in it. Remember, 12 is 4 times 3. So 12 is actually going to be, well, root 12 is actually 2 root 3. So this one's going to be 6 times root 12, which is 6 times 2 root 3. And 6 times 2 is 12. So in the end for this one, the best possible answer is 12 root 3. So always check if the surd can be simplified. And if it can be, then do it. Okay? Right. Those are just my workings out. And then here now, okay, is the main task. So pause the video, have a go, and then come back when you're ready for the answers. Okay, welcome back. So here are all the answers. You just want to mark those. See how you did. Most of them can be cancelled down. So yeah, hopefully you managed to do that okay. There is actually also a challenge question for this one, which is here. So you could pause it and have a go. I'm not sure if I've done the answer for it. I may have done. I have. And I've also added an extra bit on at the bottom as well. So the answer for the original challenge question is this. And a decimal approximation would be this. All right, that's the challenge question. And now comes the checking question. Okay, so pause the video, write this down, have a go, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to solve this now, okay? X root 80 equals 20. Now this looks terrifying. Remember, solve just means work out the value of x. Remember, and if we had something like 3x equals 15, remember, to solve this, we would just divide by the 3, and we would get x equals 5. Remember, we divide by the coefficient of x. This is called the coefficient. Now, I know in this case, see, this means x times root 80. So I know it's back to front, right? But this is still a coefficient here, okay? All right? People don't generally write the root 80 in front. It just doesn't look great. All right, so obviously now, here, if you're dividing by 3 here, in this case, remember, you just divide by root 80. So x is going to be 20 over root 80. And look, it wants us to rationalize the fraction. No problem, remember, just multiply top and bottom by root 80. So bottom by root 80 and top by root 80. So on the bottom, root 80 times root 80, we know by now, okay, it's just going to go to 80. And on top, you're going to get 20 root 80. The cool thing is here that 20 and 80 have got a common factor. Remember, they're both in the 20 times table. So you can divide top and bottom by 20. Well, how many 4s are in, sorry, how many 20s are in 20? 1. All right. So the top's going to be just root 80. I'm not going to write the 1 down because it looks a bit silly. And on the bottom, how many 20s are in 80? 4. So this is root 80 over 4. But we should know from previous videos, root 80 can be simplified down. All right. There's a nice square number in 80. And the best one you could pick is actually 16. This is 16 times 5. And root 16 is 4. So the top actually is 4 root 5 in skies. So it's 4 root 5 divided by 4. And amazingly here, 4 divided by 4 is 1. So in the end, the lovely answer to this equation is that x equals root 5. That's the longest line ever. Let me put it right here to finish off, to make it look decent. Okay, in the end, x actually is root 5. And I put it in yellow to make it stand out. X is root 5. Okay, there we go. Hope that was okay. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you soon.